Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and today we're gonna be reacting to
Unpopular hip-hop opinions, because Catseye's Gnarly is Song of the Year.
Oh,
her page and seen her pictures. I said, oh.
And
I'm scared.
I can't tell if she's being sarcastic or not, but I think she is.
Sarcastic?
1. New Jeans should present Catseye's Gnarly as evidence in court for why they want to leave Hybe. Gnarly is a felony against pop music. Lara rapping gang gang gang?
Girl, present, honey.
These lyrics are what happens when you let a 15-year-old with a vape addiction and a vendetta against punctuation freestyle over a bootleg beat. I'm the No Patricia, you're the diarrhea someone forgot to flush. And shouting out Tesla? In this economy, it's a full-on faceplant of cultural awareness. Tesla isn't just some neutral car brand anymore. It's Elon Musk's toxic baggage, packed with union busting, anti-Semitism, and far-right bootlicking. For a Western-targeted group like Catseye, this reference alienates the exact audience Hybe claims to prioritize: English-speaking listeners who actually pay attention to U.S. politics. The line either comes off as tone-deaf endorsement or lazy.
Yeah, but their listeners don't really pay attention to U.S. politics. They're too young to not say that they're not affected. They're affected. They just don't understand it. It's their parents that feel it. The kids that are gonna listen to the song, the teenagers, they don't really give a fuck.
Because already, even before all the politics, Tesla were naturally already targets of like jealousy. People would key their cars, because I would see on TikTok a compilation of TikToks of Tesla owners' cars being vandalized even before the Elon Musk situation politics.
Yeah, but it's funny. She's basically quoting what you guys said on Discord. So interesting.
Oh, I
Satire
disagree. I like the song. Now, did I catch every lyric to hear the Tesla reference?
No,
No.
the Tesla reference is
Yeah.
Tesla gnarly. That's what it said.
Um.
It was because you know how they were naming things and gnarly.
mhm.
This gnarly,
Yeah,
that
they probably
gnarly.
shouldn't.
So it
Yeah,
was Tesla
given the times,
gnarly.
given the times that we're in now, I don't think Tesla should get a shout
It
out.
didn't bother me. I caught it. Well,
I didn't catch it.
I
You didn't
caught
say
it because
anything.
because it didn't bother me.
Oh.
I caught it because you guys on Discord pointed it out already. So when I react, I was aware that. But honestly, y'all said exactly verbatim, word for word, what she said. So I don't know. Maybe she's on Discord, whatever. But it didn't bother me. As I said, her listeners, it they don't give a fuck.
The Cat's Eyes listeners,
Yeah.
or Cat's Eyes
Yeah,
listeners.
it's
Okay.
like they're young teenagers. They don't understand economy. They don't know what Musk is doing. They don't care what Musk is doing because it doesn't it affects them, but they don't understand it affects them. I mean, I remember when I was like 16, 17, I didn't care about politics. I didn't. You know, you start caring about politics as you get older. That's because, you kind of see how it affects you. When you like that teenager, your parents that care.
Neither fits Catseye's whole global image. Did Hybe not see the backlash coming? Or did they just not care? Either way, it exposes a fundamental disconnect between their market research and reality.
I
They were trying
wonder
to
how much is the collaboration impacts the song? Like, do Geffen
What
have a say?
collaboration? Oh, okay. I don't know. What's interesting is that, Musk, Trump, whatever, they're like on the right side of the spectrum, right? These girls, they're on the left side. They came out as bisexual, whatever. So
Not everybody.
well, right, some of them. So it's interesting that, they're kind of. I think they
But-
don't really understand what they're saying.
Yeah, because that's what we're thinking. Oh, that's just
so.
the age group that they're in.
Yeah, I think they don't understand what they're saying.
sound edgy or relevant. They failed hard. The rest of the lines are just as bad.
Because
Hybe's songwriting.
truly, what would you say is a cool car for this new generation? It's a Tesla.
Lambo, always
No,
been,
Lambo is
Always
old
been-
people's car.
always been a Lambo, always will be
Always, a Lambo is an old people's car. Don't
Lambo.
even consider Lambo.
a Lambo.
Writers clearly think woke is just the past tense of wake. Because this track is a masterclass in cultural illiteracy, the making beats for a boring dumb line isn't camp. It's a cry for help from a group held hostage by Hybe's A&R interns, who clearly think feminism is a shade of foundation. Hottie hottie like a bag of Takis, I'm the Good God help us all. The way Lara delivered her lines, you'd never guess she's supposed
That
to be
was
the
my
main
favorite
vocalist.
line.
And the swearing?
I
It's
was
giving
like,
virginity is a social
"Ew."
construct energy. Dissing their own fans while cosplaying as Dollar Tree Cardi B over a hyperpop beat with static heavy noise. Jealous of my mansion? Girl bye. We're in a cost of living crisis. This isn't a relatable baddie
That's
anthem.
true.
It's tone deaf out of touch rich kid cosplay.
I guess the timing, because
mean,
it's a
listen.
recession, but I think they're in their moment. You
I
know?
dragged Lisa for the same thing in her lyrics. That okay?
I
How
just did this energy.
how much braggadocious? What do you don't see me energy dragging them?
Not you. I
Oh.
said overall.
Oh, yeah, you know what? So I get it, but are we judging them as like what's the bar here? What are we comparing them to? Are we comparing them to J. Cole? No, we're not. Because if I was, this is garbage. Throw it in the trash and burn it. Are we comparing them to Blackpink? It's comparable to me.
To me, I feel like everyone's taking it very seriously in the sense that this is a young girl group. Their songs, of course, are going to be fun, lighthearted, regardless
Yeah,
of
that's
the
what I'm
times that
saying.
we're in.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's what I'm saying. If you
like
who
with
you
Spice
compare
Girls.
them to?
I tell you what, you want me to
Yeah.
do. What, okay, what time were we in when that came out?
Right.
There was
No,
not stuff going on in the world.
I
Stuff is
I
always
get
gonna
it.
go on.
No, so that's what I'm saying. Who we comparing them? If we comparing them to like K-pop ish, music, it's K-pop music just in English.
What did the Spice Girls say? Zigga zigza. What's that part? I don't understand this.
If you wanna be my lover, gotta get with my friends. This
No,
song?
no, yeah,
I don't know what part you're talking about.
the lyrics. Zigga
I
zigza.
don't know the lyrics like that to the song.
But it's like one of the iconic songs.
It is. Doesn't mean I know the lyrics.
Yeah, but I think people put too much on lyrics. Understand the genre. Maybe that's not what they're
Yes, I think there is.
There's groups that don't sound.
Yeah, there's groups of people that like sound, not
Mm-hmm.
lyrics. Like, if there wasn't, people like Yeet, Travis Scott wouldn't exist. They wouldn't be famous. But look at Travis Scott, because he don't say nothing. All he does is it's lit, it's lit, it's lit,
Yeah,
and that's the
they
whole.
have
beat,
that
you
in
know?
K-pop too,
Yeah.
like pop it, like
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. What the song is K-pop just in English. So, yesterday we reacted to HyunA, Miss Nail. Also horrendous
no,
lyrics.
that
Oh
was-
my
I-
god, that was ridiculous. What the fuck is she even saying? But listen, if I turn the captions on, I don't know what the fuck she's saying, so I don't care. The problem is here, I know what she's saying, if it's captions or without. So,
Me want to drop an apology video to Lisa for calling her album trash. Truly, what the Hybe's so late to the hyperpop party they showed up after the cops shut it down over a beat that sounds like a.
oh, that's different. I feel like with Lisa,
I think.
she's
Go ahead.
she's like this is like an anticipated album. They wanted to see something different. She gave the same thing that she came out with from back in the day. That's like, wow, really?
Yeah, I think with Lisa is that it was half of the songs about the same thing. If Lisa came out with one song like Gnarly, it would be whatever. We kind of, it's like, okay, she has money. We would expect that song in an album, so nobody say shit.
Yeah.
The problem was we're sitting here
What's the other side
reacting
of her?
a song, 4 songs in a row. It's like 4 Gnarly times 4 back to back to back. Like, what are we doing here?
Broken washing machine having a seizure. Thank goodness it's only 2 minutes and 18 seconds. They knew this abomination couldn't sustain a full 3 minutes without causing ear bleeding. The MV is a Saw sequel directed by a TikTok algorithm. Sexualized minors, shameless product placements, twerking,
They're not
Teslas.
minors.
They're not minors. Let's not get shit confused. They're 20 somethings. They can sexualize themselves however they want. Yeah.
Flies literally making love? In the words of Phoebe Buffet. Hybe said let's throw every Gen Z aesthetic into a wood chipper and call it camp. I'd quit YouTube just to see Catseye's reaction when they heard the demo. If I were there, I'd file for contrast termination and go
Why? I honestly think the demo is fire. Well, then if they heard the beat is fire. Like, the beat is 10 out of 10. The lyrics is 0 out of 10, but,
cry about it in the National Assembly. And Yun Chai, the underage member shaking her behind like she's auditioning for so you think you could twerk?
She's
Hyde's moral
underage?
code is rotting faster than Elon's reputation. She's almost
I
18
thought they were all
isn't a
over
defense.
20.
It's a confession. Congrats. You've turned
She's
child
17.
exploitation into a marketing tactic. Funny thing is, even their stans are trashing this parody. You know it's bad when Instagram and YouTube are filled with negative feedback. But hey,
I think the difference is they don't have stands like K-pop level stands because they're not Korean, they're Western. They have like Western stands, which they're stands, but there's a little more logic to it than like the Western stands can admit when their idol is wrong. Whereas K-pop, it seems like it's impossible to admit that.
Appreciate the sacrifice they made. Next up, a collab with Kanye West maybe? It'll be so gnarly. Also, even if gnarly were framed as satire, it fails to execute the bare minimum of the genre. Self-awareness, satire demands clarity of purpose. But the song's lyrics lack any coherent critique of the industry or consumer culture they ostensibly mock. The members, none of whom wrote the lyrics, are forced to parrot lines that ironically mirror their own exploitation by HYBE's system. This flattened any satirical potential, turning the track into a hollow imitation of rebellion. Without lyrical nuance or artistic ownership, the attempt at irony collapses. Back during Dream Academy, I was scared HYBE would just shove KATSEYE into the typical K-pop machine. Their debut EP kinda proved me wrong, until this mess. Gnarly screams identity crisis. HYBE keeps pushing KATSEYE as a Western-facing group, but this song? Total misfire. The hyperpop meets rage sound might work for K-pop's experimental side, but it's nowhere near what's hitting in Western pop right now. KATSEYE's whole brand is supposed to be relatable global pop, but
Oh yeah, I guess it's not a Western song.
Yeah, we'll see how it does, in streaming, if it charts or Billboard or not. I don't know. We'll be about to find out. But as I said, we have artists like that in the West, though. Like, we have Ken Carson. A motherfucker ain't saying shit. Or if he's saying shit, I don't understand what the fuck he's saying. But he was on Bubbling, Like, he didn't make the Billboard list, no. But he was on Bubbling, which is, cool. Lesser Film made Bubbling, so, if they make Bubbling too, that's decent, I mean, it's a new group. I don't know. The song is... As I said, what is the bar here? Are we expecting them to have like a meaningful lyrical song? Then this is trash. Are we expecting them to have a fun Blackpink type of upbeat dance jump around type of song? That they did what they're supposed to do.
Gnarly's grating sound and messy structure just pushed casual listeners away. And HYBE's promo strategy? Mama got no clue. Half-hearted Western outreach mixed with K-pop's rigid idol framework, leaving the group stranded between markets. If HYBE doesn't pick a clear direction musically and promo-wise, KATSEYE's gonna struggle in both markets they're trying to conquer. It's not late to say it was an April Fool's. 2. Amazon Prime is dropping a documentary called The King of K-pop about Soo-man on May 13th. This project was announced over 2 years ago, meaning it was filmed before the whole HYBE cacao mess went down. And from the trailer, it's exactly what you'd expect. A glorified ego trip, painting him as some visionary genius who built SM and the entire idol system. Of course, it's packed with SM artists singing his praises like he's their freaking savior.
No, that's what I'm saying. So, because I hate reading.
But here's the real sick insult. The trailer also tries to play both sides, briefly mentioning the dark side of K-pop, slave contracts, the tragic losses of idols in recent years, only to flip it into a victim narrative. Soo-man acts like the real injustice is how the West vilifies the industry, while he defends himself against decades of allegations, and then it gets unforgivable. They use footage from Shiny's Jonghyun's funeral, like his grief, his pain. His absence is just another prop in Soo-man's desperate attempt to rewrite history. How low can you go? Jonghyun was more than just a dark side of K-pop talking point.
I mean, she's judging it based on the trailer, I'm assuming, because it's coming out on May 13th, so she hasn't seen it. I think let's hold our horses. Let's watch it first, and then we can judge right now. How can you judge an hour 30 to 2 hour long movie based on a 90-second snippet? It's unfair.
Typically, the 90-second snippet is like what entices you, maybe get you outraged a little bit to go watch it, to see what he has to say, then to be like, it was a different approach.
Right. I'm not saying her criticism is invalid, but I'm saying we have to wait and see and then hear it. Not right now. You can't really say nothing.
He was a person, an artist, someone who deserved better than to be exploited posthumously for some tone-deaf PR stunt. Every rotten core of this industry leads back to Soo-man. Slave contracts? Unpaid labor? The systemic abuse masked as training? He pioneered it all. So yeah, in that sense, he is the king of K-pop, the architect of its cruelty. And this documentary? It's not just revisionist trash, it's a warning sign. He's already grooming new trainees, and with HYBE's non-compete clause ending soon, he's gearing up for a comeback. The cycle's about to repeat, and after all the lives ruined and the abuses swept under the rug, he still gets to play the legend. Disgusting doesn't even begin to cover it. Speaking of trash, HyunA made her comeback with Mrs. Nail.
Yes.
First, let's congratulate
Now,
HyunA
this
on her
is trash.
transition from a feminist icon to marrying a Burning Sun scandal ally. I guess morals don't pay the bills. The new single sees her going too basic and
And listen,
I thought I was ready to be dragged for that.
her morals aside too, like I was just judging based on her song, because we know, her story. We reacted to her like a couple times about her, whatever. Her dating, what's his name? Remember the guy's name that she was dating? It was like
The young guy.
yeah, it was interesting name, like simple name, very simple name.
It was like a common name.
Yeah, whatever. She was there, so we kind of know her story a little bit. So I was expecting kind of something, Chung type of music. I got Shanga type of beat. That's it.
Directing her signature blend of rap and vocals, it's very early HyunA, especially compared to her last TikTok hand-me-downs. But who cares? Not me. Objectivity can rot in the dungeon. If you're not following HyunA closely, you'd never know she released anything since everyone is ignoring her, which is a good thing. You don't get to
No,
Wow.
that she's not true. She had over
Wow.
a million views.
And then we saw like, a lot of support too in her
She
comments
had over a
too.
million views when we reacted. People are definitely
Yeah.
following her.
marry the man that shall not be named and expect the red carpet. I truly feel for her future kids. Even her company is just going through the motions. They know she's a lost cause and are barely promoting her. 4.
So she didn't even comment on the song. Well,
Oh.
the song is trash, guys. I can comment on it.
Big Hit has confirmed the debut of a new boy group in the third quarter of 2025. The group will be self-produced, following the same playbook hype used with BTS, which is a welcome move considering how much success Stray Kids, G.I.
Yeah, because we saw, I think, her or somebody talked about one of the or two of the members, and they said that they have producing credits in other groups of songs, so it makes sense.
80s and 17 have built on their self-produced image. This new group will also take part in choreo and MV making. Hybe even shared that 2 of the members, James and Martin, helped produce music and dances for Les Seraphim, TXT, and Illit, which is quite impressive. The lineup hasn't been revealed yet, but we do know that James from Trainee A is debuting. If you're not familiar with Trainee A, it was a pre-debut boy group under Big Hit that was supposed to debut around 2021 to 2022. They were also supposed to be self-sufficient in music and choreo. In 2021, they created SNS accounts, started revealing members, and held some pre-debut fan events. But things happened behind the scenes and members started leaving before the whole project was eventually cancelled. Most of the members jumped to other companies, with Jihun moving to Pledis and debuted with TWS, while James being the only one who stayed with Big Hit. The group's rumored to have a hip-hop concept. That would be a good contrast to the current youthful trend, but nothing is confirmed yet. 5. Stop dissecting idols' faces for plastic surgery. The latest victim of this trash trend is TWS's Kyungmin, with people claiming he got double eyelid surgery and a nose job by comparing his recent photos to his debut ones. The fact that fans think they're entitled to dissect, diagnose, and debate the validity of someone else's appearance is wild. Whether Kyungmin
It's not wild. That's perfectly within their right. They have
That's
the,
natural.
they have the right to do that.
Because you're telling them to not use their
Yeah.
eyes.
Why not? Why should they not talk about it? This is not.
And also
It's
to be a
perfectly
little bit
valid.
transparent and realistic of people's appearances too.
Yeah,
Because
this is-
people like to keep things in the dark and it creates so
Yeah,
much
there's-
social issues.
There's absolutely nothing wrong with talking if somebody got a plastic surgery. Nikki, when she first came out on the scene, there was so much discussion about her ass. Is it fake? Is it not? Is it fake? Is it not? Even now, Nikki, oh, did she get her nose done? Did she get this done? Very natural.
had surgery or not is irrelevant. It's his face, not yours, and certainly not Twitter's. Like, since when did standing require a medical license? Imagine walking up to a stranger in real life, squinting at their eyelids and declaring, looks like you went under the knife. You'd get told to get lost. Yet online, this behavior is not just tolerated, it's rewarded with likes, retweets, and engagement. 6. Let's talk about Chuu's low first week sales. After leaving Blockberry Creative, her first release Howl sold 58k copies its first week, then Strawberry Rush sold 46k. But her last comeback, Only Cry in the Rain, saw a huge drop to 17k. Fans blame the MV's vague queer themes, but I disagree. If anything, queer baiting gets you trending, not cancelled. Her MV isn't even explicitly gay, just ambiguous vibes. The real problem? Post-Luna acts are stuck in an oversaturated niche. Orbits are financially drained, juggling Chuu, ARTMS Eve, and the now dead.
The reality is recession is coming. The money is tight, so people ain't got no money to spend on groups, and that's it is what it is.
Or they're more, they have to pick and choose.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
Not that they're not willing to spend, because they do spend, but they have to
yeah.
pick and choose where they
Yeah,
can spend.
if a year ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, you could spend $200 a month on K-pop music, whatever. Now you maybe can spend $50. So you gotta pick one group or maybe two groups that you're gonna spend your money on.
Ed Lucemble. When she debuted with Howl, she was the first ex-Luna member to release solo music. Novelty equals hype. By Strawberry Rush, momentum died as fans shifted cash to other members' comebacks. Now Orbits are splitting wallets between 3+ active projects. Chuu's work isn't being boycotted, it's just drowning in Orbit fatigue, made worse by the general public not caring. Her agency does nothing to attract new fans, relying solely on loyal Orbits. The album's concept photos got hit with plagiarism accusations, and the teaser rollout was barely visible. I didn't even know she had a comeback until the plagiarism drama. Fans weren't mad about queer subtext, they just didn't care. Also, 7. Lightsum's Japan FanCon was cancelled just 4 days before its scheduled date May 2nd. Cube Entertainment didn't specify the exact reasons, but their mismanagement of Lightsum has hit a new low.
This is the second concert in Japan that got canceled in like, what, 2 weeks? Taeyong got canceled, remember? Now this, what the fuck is going on there in Japan?
Big venue, insane ticket prices, and zero effort in promotion or merchandise. It was a setup for failure.
Is that what's going on? That low ticket price, low sales? People really not spending money.
Did they even look at the girls' numbers? For years in, no Japanese debut, a 16-song discography, and endless hiatuses while Cube is already prepping a new girl group, it's blatant neglect. CLC had over 50 songs by their 4th year, while Lightsum's just collecting dust.
No, this is different approaches. Blackpink I don't think they have that many 50 songs now, so you know.
Guys, of course, let us know your thoughts. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Join the Discord, and Zoys, share as much kindness as possible.